Hi, I'm Vicky Ann from Creative Recruiters. Thanks so much for registering your business to use our freelance portal. You now have access to well over 300 interviewed and highly recommended freelancers. You can post your freelance project for free. That freelance project will be sent to a targeted selection of freelancers and those applications will start to roll in. In the process, you'll get to save approximately $380 a week on recruitment fees. I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to post a role now. So you go to your login screen. It will take you to your project dashboard. You can choose post a project here or here.
The platform then takes you to this screen where you choose whether you want to start the project from scratch, copy from an existing project, or use a template that you've set up. For this example, we'll choose start from scratch. Next. In this box, we want you to just describe exactly what it is that you need doing by the freelancer. There needs to be at least 150 characters in here in order for this to accept. Choose a title for your project. In this example, we'll use annual report design. We want you to choose up to 3 job titles that relate to this project. You may choose, for example, graphic designer, finished artist, creative director. If you're not happy with those choices, you can just click them off, but only choose the job title that relates to the project because they're the freelancers that will receive the project job alert. So choose them carefully. Attach any documents. So if you've got a position description, for example, you can attach it there through the drag and drop motion, and then you click next step. In this area, you're being asked to choose the specializations that the freelancer needs. So for this example, we'll choose annual reports. Remember, the more specializations that you choose, the less freelancers will receive the job alert. You click next step. In this area, you can choose whether they're a junior to midweight, perhaps they're a midweight to senior, perhaps they're just a midweight. Then you click next step. In this area, this is the area that you're going to put a rate, either hourly or day rate, and this is the rate that you're going to pay the freelancer. Please remember that there's still 8 to 10% on costs that need to be added, and the Creative Recruiters fee is a flat $10 per hour. But this is the rate that you give, that you're prepared to pay the freelancer. You click next step. Then you're going to choose whether the candidate is off-site, on-site, or a mix of both. And you're going to let us know whether you have a COVID safety policy in place, yes or no. Click next step. If you do require them on site, you can, your company address will show up. If you don't require them on site, of course, you can just take that out. Click next step. The date that you would like the freelancer to start the project, next step. And then set a date for when the project must be completed, or if you're unsure, that's okay, just click unsure and then say next step. And then you can choose whether you want this to be public, so any freelancer that logs on will be able to see this role, or whether you'd prefer private and invite only. For the sake of this training, we'll choose public. Next step. And you can preview your ad to see what it's like, and you can simply click post project here, or you can go backwards, save as a draft, or you can post immediately. For this training, I'm going to post, and you'll see this timer, and it's asking you not to close the page until it's finished. And as you can see, you'll get this message once our freelancers have been notified. You'll also be given recommended freelancers here. So if you don't necessarily want to wait for people to apply, you might decide, I'm going to have a look at this candidate, view their profile. I can read their summary. I can look at their resume and folio. And if you actually really want to give them a nudge to apply, you click this little icon here, invite to project, select your project that is from your drop-down list, send them a message, hi Jeff, I'd really like you to apply for this project if you're available. You might even say call me on my number. And then you click here, invite freelancer, and that freelancer will get an extra nudge to say that you've approached them directly. You can then click the back button to go back to your project, and you can have a look at other freelancers here as well.
When the freelancer applies for your role, you'll get a little yellow notification here. There'll either be a message for you or a notification that you have an applicant, which you can see quite clearly here. You can view that applicant. Most importantly, see their application. Their application will have a brief overview of who they are, their experience, their rate, the date they can start for you. The most important thing is the why hire me section. Read that, because that's where the freelancer will have nailed it.
You can also communicate directly with the freelancer by clicking this message icon, and you can write whatever it is that you want to the freelancer. Click this little icon, which will send the email to the freelancer. If the freelancer is online at that time, you can actually have a live chat. If they're not, they will receive a notification and they'll respond to you when they can.
When you're ready to hire the person, you literally click hire me. You can edit the start date if you need to. You can edit the rate if you need to, edit whether you want them on site or not. And then you'll see a breakdown of the cost. You'll put in some additional notes such as their start time. Then you send that candidate the final terms. You click send final terms. And now the offer's been made. When a freelancer accepts your offer for the project, you will receive a notification here on your project dashboard. At the same time, Creative Recruiters gets notified that a placement's been made, and you will receive a confirmation by email. To reduce the email notifications, my advice is when you post a freelance project, keep the portal open. Check it a few times a day and respond to the applications as quickly as you can. If there's anything here that you don't quite understand, please don't hesitate to get in touch. That's why I'm here. If time isn't your friend, or you haven't found the freelancer that you're looking for, please give me a call and we can do this the traditional way. Thanks so much for listening and have a great day.